We on ForbesDVD.com, baby. B&B.
All right, that's what it is. Good looking. ForbesDVD.com. What it is, people, it's your boy Doggy Diamonds. I'm in my motherfucking home, Brooklyn. In front of, I guess, our landmark now, the Barclays Center. Got a special guest out here. Let them know who you are, just in case they like, who is that girl?
It's Charli Baltimore, live from the Philly out here in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center.
And $1 million question, where the hell have you been?
I'm always around, you know what I'm saying? Just because they don't see me exactly in their face all the time doesn't mean I'm not always on the scene doing something, but right now I'm on the scene. You know
and you're out and about now promoting. Let them know what you're promoting right now.
I'm promoting my label, B&B, which I co-own with my brother Trick,
aka oh shit.
Matter of fact, Trick.
AKA oh shit.
Right. That's
Trick.
Yeah.
Hello.
So I all right. Explain to them, how did you link up with this guy right here?
I'm gonna let him take the stage.
Oh, we've been knowing each other for years, since way back in. No, my brother was out of town. He was living out of town when he came back. You know what I'm saying? I had met her before over the phone, but when he came back, they was already, you know, kind of working on something. So he told me that's what we was doing. I was like, okay, let's do it. Been family ever since.
Yeah, he executive produced my project. He shot our video. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just all family here.
Now, could I just need you to do one thing for me? Clarify that. Trick is not an animal. He's civilized.
He's
you know,
a mogul.
You can't work with him.
He's a mogul.
Because we got to dispel the rumors and myths that he's a savage. You can't work with him. You can't do that. You have to do that.
Trick is a sweetheart. To me, anyway. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for the rest of y'all niggas out there. But he's a sweetheart to me. And he's a very, very, very talented individual. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really created our chemistry. It was that whole, you know, creative spirit coming together. We had a respect and appreciation for each other's music. You know what I mean? All that other shit, yeah, it's true. You know what I'm saying? But it overshadows what's really the essence of this person, which is that, you know what I mean? He's a great dude. Man, creative-wise, knock everything out the box. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a warrior.
And anybody that feels a certain way about Trick and how he deals with situations don't understand the principle of it. You know what I'm saying? He's not, you know what I mean, out here on some mob and savage shit. You know what I mean? It's a method to his madness. It's all about doing right shit, righteousness. You know what I mean? So if you wanted to look into that a little further, again, I'll let this man explain a little.
Yeah, Trick. Let me ask you something. How come when people say your name, it is like, oh shit, like I'm in trouble now? Why do you get that reaction?
I look at it like this, man. If God come back today, He know what I did wrong, you know, and I can stand in front of Him as a child of His and already be prepared, because my relationship with Him is wonderful. And in having a relationship with God as long as I have, I mean, sometimes I didn't listen, and for years I didn't understand where I was going or what I was doing, but I've always stood on the principle of righteousness. If you don't have a negative action towards somebody, you shouldn't worry about that person. You know what I'm saying? I don't come around with that rah-rah hooting and hollering and shit. Me personally, I'd rather crack jokes all motherfucking day if I could, but you know, when somebody crossed that line, I mean, for years on top of years, I dealt with it accordingly. You know, the Bible says spare the rod, spoil the child, but at the same time, you know, we have to endure God's mercy and grace, and sometimes I have forgiven some people for some wrong actions against me, but a lot of times I haven't. So because of the fact that I've been known, you know, as a public figure, or known as a, you know, what they call a famous person or whatever, what I get into is become public and become news, so everybody's like, oh my God, well, I ain't no different than really no other man that ain't buying no disrespectful.
It's just you got the eye on you a little bit more.
Yeah, it's just they watching me when a motherfucker cross my line. And
it's not done from a bullying perspective. It's not done from a bullying perspective.
Yeah, but hell no, I don't want your money, your jury. I got money and jury. I don't need that shit. I'm about this music. Number one, B&B is about this music.
Baby.
That's why I ain't went nowhere. That's why you keep seeing me dropping music and keep seeing me be involved in great projects like Charli Baltimore and great projects like Eminem and all of the other people I deal with. These people ain't fucking with no monster. That don't make sense. You know, that's the non-thinking on their part. So, you know, I mean, I can't change the way people feel, but if you give me a chance, I can. I mean, just shit, fuck with me, and I guarantee you gonna love me.
So social network, publicly, how could your fans stay up with both of y'all?
I'm at Charli Baltimore on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook.
And I'm at Trick GS, Instagram, Twitter.
So Philly is fucking out of control. The murder rate ain't right out there. Like, I always ask, how's everybody Muslim, but everybody killing each other? Like, what's going on, man?
Philly's just a wild town. It's really not that much different from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? It really is. I can't answer that question for you, but you know what I mean? I mean, I love my city, you know what I'm saying? I stand on it at all times. I rep my city to the fullest, so it is what it is, you know what I mean? You can't change where you come from, you know what I mean? All you can do is enhance it. It's still Philly all day.
And you've been a part of many legacies in hip hop. What has changed from when you first started till now?
Well, I can really only speak for what's changed with me, which is, you know what I'm saying, my whole outlook on things, and you know what I mean, my spiritual state, my emotional state, you know what I mean. I think that everything, all the trials and tribulations that I experienced in the industry, just kind of, it was supposed to happen to put me in the place I am
you at today.
Yes.
What's the biggest misconception about Charli Baltimore?
There's so many. I don't know where to start.
All right, let me give you one.
Okay.
They say Jay-Z stabbed Un because of you.
Oh my God.
Did you hear that one?
I've heard it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I don't know what niggas stab niggas over. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Disrespect.
Yeah.
You know what she was
talking about.
So from you, what's the biggest misconception that you want to be like, hold up, that shit ain't true. Y'all need to cut that out.
I mean, I don't even delve into that, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, obviously I'm not ever going to be able to meet everybody that has a misconception about me, so I kind of just let it ride. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean, I'm a humble person, I'm a cool person, I'm a mother, you know what I mean? And I want my legacy to be what it is right now, which is B&B, my family, my children, and that's it. You know what I mean? So any misconceptions, y'all can ride out with them. It don't really matter. I'm not going nowhere.
And you was kind of drugging by default a big publicized beef in hip hop due to your former label. Where you at with that situation today?
I mean, I'm a very loyal person, so if you drag me into some shit, even if I wasn't dragged into it, you know what I'm saying, I'm still loyal by proxy, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm riding with my squad, but you know, disrespect and disloyalty is not tolerated, and you know, it's just not something I've ever been about. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean, if I'm rocking with you, I'm rocking with you. If it's 15 niggas fighting and I'm the only girl, be the only girl fighting with 15 niggas. That's just how I rock.
I'll say, so $1 billion question. If 50 was a call, you'd say, yo, let's do a record. What would you say?
I just seen 50. You know what I'm saying? I was just up at This Is 50 doing an interview.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping because as long as it's no disrespect, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
And what keeps you fucking with this game though? Like, why?
I love to do it. It's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I think I was here. I've been put here for that purpose. You know what I mean? If it wasn't meant to be, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Amen.
So definitely not, you know, looking to retire anytime soon on any level. You know what I mean? Now step back and focus on our artists at B&B, yes. But you know, retire fully out? No, I don't feel like I have to.
The commission, what does that mean to you?
It's always going to mean what it means, you know what I mean? The commission was what it was. It was me, Big, Puff, and Jay, and Lil C's, but, you know, unfortunately, due to Big's death, it wasn't able to be, so, you know what I mean? The name just remains an infamy on Big's song.
Who has the unreleased records y'all did?
I never did any records with Big. We never got a chance to do it.
Because, you know, Victory was really called The Commission, right?
I don't recall that.
Had 3 verses called The Commission, yes.
You got better Big nostalgia going on than I do.
They chopped and screwed that right there.
No, I don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? But we never got a chance to make any records together. I've written with Big, you know what I'm saying? But I've never got a chance to actually lay anything with them.
Do you think you deserve a verse?
I don't look at it like that, you know what I mean? I look at it like if it was meant to happen, it would have happened, you know what I mean? But it still doesn't take away from the fact that Big, you know, definitely put me in place mentally as far as me rapping and inspiring me to keep rapping and getting better. I wouldn't be in the place I am today without that. So.
Do you remember your first advertisement. Who is Charli Baltimore?
Yes.
Every fucking where.
Yes, it was everywhere.
All
Our
over
street
Brooklyn.
team entertainment was incredible. And you couldn't see my face. It was just my back. So
Yeah.
nobody knew what I looked like. And I wasn't all tatted up, all crazy back then. So it's like, who is this girl? I remember that. It was everywhere.
You did
Shout
the
out to Buck.
Yeah.
Buck was a street team at entertainment then. He was
Yeah, he's still
climbing
around.
up on the sides of buildings and posting that shit over top of people's billboards.
The crazy video with Ghostface and Stapleton. What was that like?
Oh, that was crazy. Because initially, because it was my record, we were going to shoot it in Philly, in the projects in Philly. But, you know, Ghost was like, nobody ever shows, you know, his projects love, and nobody really wanted to go out there. They were scared. They was shooting out there and everything. We was shooting a video.
Yeah,
Just kept
Stapleton.
shooting that motherfucker.
There's mad candles on the ground. Rest in peace,
Yeah.
candles all around Stapleton.
Unfortunately, but it was a great experience, you know what I'm saying? And it was great for me because I was a huge Wu-Tang fan, and they do not work with too many girls. So RZA did that track, you know what I mean? Ghost was in the studio, Method Man, it was crazy.
So could you promise your fans that you're not going nowhere?
Not going nowhere.
She said it, y'all. She said it on the camera, so. Because I'm going to get them to harass you on Twitter if
They
you don't
gotta
drop,
harass me.
you don't
I'm
put
here.
out no
The
music.
mixtape is out. The mixtape is out, so you can get that now.
All right, so I'm here with Charli Baltimore in front of the Barclays Center, my home. Trick right here on the side. Trick is, he got on a collar shirt. He chilling today and shit, you know what I'm saying?
On my mogul
Yeah,
shit.
he on his money shit, you know?
It's the Loch Ness mode.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I want
what
to call him a monster, but they can't. So it's the Loch Ness mode.
so
So
just
take
let
that and run with it. Hashtag Loch Ness mode. Trick.